I'm going to tell you this story. It's about faith and higher power, and you can make this into a clip, okay, dude?
A little higher.
So you guys know Maryse from WWE. She married. So when she first got to OVW in Kentucky, I was still living in Kentucky, and I had just gone through a breakup with a girl that I dated for about 4 years, right? So we're both French Canadian, so automatically we gravitated to each other, right? She's away from home. She speaks very little English. I speak French. Her mom's
French. You both French kissed.
Well, yeah, we did actually, but anyway. So anyway, at the time she was dating a firefighter. That was her boyfriend, right? But we hung out all the time, boom, boom, boom. And eventually, after hanging out so much, we actually became, really close,
Yeah.
But this one time I was living in Houston, so I go back and forth from Houston to Kentucky, and that's like a 16-hour drive. That's a lot of weed you got there, Rob.
Mm-hmm.
So I was supposed to do a shot in E-Town, Kentucky for OVW. Okay. As I'm driving, now mind you, I told you her boyfriend was a firefighter.
Mm-hmm.
He fights fires.
Now, I'm driving to the show. There's a freak snowstorm, and I actually hit a patch of ice, and I almost crashed my truck. And I just I go into the ditch about 100 miles an hour, and I'm fucking riding the ditch, and anyway, I totaled, my wheels fell off the fucking truck, and boom, and I missed the show. However, here's where the weird part comes.
You're driving too fast, sir.
A fucking transport truck, T-boned, hit into the guardrail. Guess who shows up? A fire truck. Now, me being me, I ran over to say, hey, man, you guys need help. And a firefighter looks at me and says, stay away. Stay back. What? Now, she was at that show in E-Town, Kentucky, and she was supposed to be my manager. But that's a higher power talking right there.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Right? Stay away. Stay back.
Wow.
The office had already warned me, Rene, stay away from my divas. I don't want you to be around my divas, Rene. Right? Because they had heard that me and her were getting really close, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's good that you understood that message.
That's heavy.
That's something that, it's good to work on. And hey, my shirt's on backwards. You guys let me wear it the whole fucking time.
I was gonna say a thing. I wasn't gonna. You were on a roll. I just didn't want to bug you.
You actually would probably be amazed, laugh your ass off if you knew how often I did this.
Yeah.
I'd say at least once a week. Katie,
I do all the time too.
Anyway, I forgot what I was going to say.
Well, the whole serendipity thing and the higher power stuff with the fire.
Oh, that's awesome that he's because that's a relationship between you and your universe, and that's communication, and that's a lot of people let that go over their head and they don't put anything into that. And I have found it's so rewarding to build that relationship, build your awareness of when things like that happen, so you don't miss it, because there's messages everywhere, and it really is a great way to live in the magic of life, and to have confirmation that you're on the right path. And it's a great way to live.
And being Canadian, I got a lot of Native American friends. You know how spiritual Native Americans are, right?
Right.
And I always knew there was something up with white horses. And I remember this one time we were on tour we drove from Winnipeg to Calgary, which is like a 16-hour fucking one-way stretch of highway, right? And we ran out of gas right before we got to Calgary. Yeah. And in the field was a white horse. And I asked my Native American friend, what does that mean? He goes, that's where you're supposed to be. When you see a white horse, that means spiritually, that's exactly where you needed to be at that point in time. Yeah, that's pretty heavy, right?
That's awesome.
Yeah.